welcome to Inchy a Day, day 22. And today is my daughter's birthday, January 22nd. So I am going to, the other day, Deanna and I, we love spending time together, and we love, love, love going to get manis and petties together. So my Inchy is inspired by us getting our manicures done. And this time I decided not to get any of those gel nail tips on them at all, just to leave my nails alone and just let them grow on their own because they grow really fast. But I got this pretty, it almost looks black in the camera, but it's navy blue. I just love it. I just took some Liquitex pink acrylic paint, and I'm just going to put it on this little Inchy. And then I realized I've realized so many things about these Inchies, that you can practice so many techniques that normally weren't working for you before, but try it on the Inchy and you can figure out what you're doing right or wrong or whatever. So I'm going to let that dry, and then I'm going to apply some crackle medium to it. So I have got some Chroma Crackle, and Chroma's with the K. Chroma Crackle. And I have tried several methods of doing crackle paint. Sometimes they say, put a coat of acrylic, put a coat of crackle, then put another coat of acrylic, and the other acrylic will crack through or whatever. So I'm just going to try, keep it simple. First thing I'm going to do is put the coat of crackle on, and then I'm going to dry it with my heat gun and see if we get any crackles, because I never get them the other way. So let's just see what happens here. And I will dry that with the heat of my heat gun. Let's see, kind of over here, and you can see it right there, where the paint was pulling away from the acrylic. So I kind of get what they're saying. So this time I'm going to add a little bit more crackle and a different color and see what happens. Because why not? We're just playing, right? Okay. So I've got one more coat of, crackle. That's right. And then I will add another coat of acrylic on top. And one's supposed to dry different than the other, and then they shrink and it makes it cracker. I don't know. So I think I'll get my daughter's favorite color, seeing as it's her birthday. I've got a really pretty turquoisey, tealy, green, aqua blue. Her actual favorite color is turquoise, but this will do. This sort of aqua. Now, I don't know if you're supposed to wait for the crackle to dry. I don't know, because it never works for me. Never. So I've tried different little methods. I think what happens is I finally get it right, and then I forget what I did, So this is still kind of wet. Let's just go with it still wet instead of drying it in between. Let's just see what happens, because it's half dry, half wet. So we paint on a coat. The pink is dry, but the gel or the crackle stuff isn't. So let's just see what happens. It is fun to play. Whoa. Okay. Get that old heat gun out, put the lids on my stuff, and get my paint boogers out of the way. And then get the heat lamp and let's see what happens. It's bubbling. Oh, I figured it out. I see the crackling. figured it out. Can you see up the top left-hand corner how it crackled? Now on the bottom it started bubbling from the heat gun. So I wonder if you just let it dry on its own without messing around, it'll crackle. So put the crackle medium on, put your acrylic on top, and probably just let it air dry on its own, and you will get a crackle. That's what I believe. So I'm going to carry on. I'm going to stamp by Delusions, and it's so cute. They have the wackiest stamps. They're so fun. And this one is, it's a finger pointing with bracelets, but it actually has nail polish on it, which is so cool. And I'm just going to stamp it with the archival ink, which I had showing before. So we're just going to put that right there. And we will stamp our archival ink over our lovely crackly background. And hopefully it'll stamp over this bumpiness, but it should. Oh yeah, this is juicy. Now I don't think I'm going to get the whole stamp. Whoa! Stamp on there, but I'm going to go sideways so I get most of the fingernails. And press down really hard with my pretty navy blue fingernails. And let's just see what we got. Oh yeah, baby. There. See that? The only one that smudged was the pointer finger. But I think we can work around that. So I'm going to clean this up. The Martha Stewart dual tip markers that I was talking about, this color sepia, to color the color of my hand, because it's such a beautiful marker. I know it will color that blue in. So I'm just going to go ahead and color the whole thing, everything except obviously the nail polish. And I might even do the nail polish in red just because it'll separate. There's so many dark colors, like with the black stamp and the brown hand, it just might be too much darkness. That was my watch telling me to get up. Every so often my watch beeps and it says, time to stand up, especially if I'm reading. Before I color this whole thing in, because I'm having trouble separating from where the fingernails are, I'm going to do the nails first, okay? So let me just leave that for now. Kind of looks kind of scratchy, but use is this acrylic paint. It's called BU. I got it at Dollar Tree. BU acrylic paint. And I think I've only used it once. I'm going, oh, not at all. It's brand new. Take the lid off. I gotta shake this up a little bit. The tip of this red pen and dip it in the lid and use that paint to paint my nails. Ooh, yes, baby, those are lovely. And that one was up there. Oh yeah, this works great. And that one was there. Very nice. What a wonderful way to paint my nails. Did I get all 4 or 5? There. Can you see that? Now, I'm not happy with the brown underneath there. Not that felt is just a little, that felt pen was just a little bit too brown. So I'm going to make sure that I dry this really well, and then I'll come back with one of my art crayons and see if I can't water it down a little bit to a lighter color brown. So we'll let that dry really well. Did it all over. I did the reverse. I put the blue on the bottom and the pink on top because this one was just too muddy looking. I do not like that at all. So I'm going to stamp the hand on this. And we got some kind of effect. I don't know if it's crackle, but it's something. So we'll go with the something. So we're going to take our stamp again and our ink and stamp this hand on top of this again. And we'll get a clearer stamp because it was just so dark. There. And again, I'm going to put it kind of on the side, making sure I get all the nails. There. Yeah, that's great. Perfect. Only thing we didn't get was the fancy little bracelet over here, but that is okie dokie smoky. So now we're going to do the nails. I don't think we'll need to actually. We're going to color it with the Aqua Pastels, Jane Davenport. And this color is going to be Gauguin. And it's kind of a ruddy, reddish brown color, but that's okay. I prefer that to that yucky brown that was on there. That I didn't like that. It's very, very muddy looking. And Richard has the other ones upstairs, and he's doing his square right now, so I don't want to go steal them from him. Okay, let's see what color hand this is. Oh, that's not too bad. It's just ruddy undertones, red undertones under her skin, which is just fine. So I'll get this hand painted, and then I'll come back and do the fingernails done. And I'm just going to use this turquoise, or what do they call this color? Oh, turquoise. So it's so much like teal, but it is turquoise. And I'll use that to color her bracelet. A little bit of the bracelet we did get in here. We'll color it that color. And again, these Martha Stewart colors are so vibrant that even that little bit of bracelet pops, hey? Okay, here is my Inchie for today. Birthday Manis. Yeah, so fun. And I am so glad I switched up from, where's the one I was doing? Look at that. You see, can you see the muddiness in that? And no, just not. Look at the difference. Exact same stamp, paints, everything. So you just using a different medium to color the hand and switching around the two colors, and it made an incredible difference. So yeah, I'm happy with my little Inchie for today. And happy birthday to my daughter Deanne. And Richard is almost done. I just said, are you done? He goes, almost. So his should be ready forthwith, as they say. So here's Richard's. I made the most delicious looking loaf of honey oatmeal artisan bread. And he said it was as delicious, or even more so, the way it tasted as good as it looked. I don't eat bread, so smelt good, looked good. And he loves bread, and he loves homemade bread. Like, who doesn't, right? If you're a bread lover, homemade is the way to go. So this is kind of what the loaf looked like that I made today. So that's Richard's Inchie and my Inchie. And I hope you guys like these, and we'll see you all tomorrow. And thanks for watching. Bye-bye.